You already know exactly what tonight looks like. The sun goes down, and somewhere out there, the first boom cracks the sky open. You look down at your dog, and their eyes are wide with terror. They're panting heavily, shaking, pacing the living room, try to wedge themselves into the darkest corner of a closet. For them, it feels like the world is ending. For you, it's torture to watch. No, you can't just explain that it's only a celebration or a passing storm and not a threat. But what if you didn't have to watch them suffer through it? There's a specific protocol you can run in the hour before the noise starts that acts almost like a neurological shield for your dog's brain. One that can genuinely help them sleep through the chaos instead of living through it in a panic. Fireworks nights, New Year's Eve, and severe thunderstorms are consistently the worst nights of the year to be a dog. More dogs run away and end up in shelters around fireworks holidays than on almost any other day of the year. The panic is real, and the danger, bolting, injury, getting lost, is real too. But it doesn't have to go this way every time. Here's a complete plan for canine noise phobia. Why dogs are so uniquely terrified of loud, sudden noise, the well-meaning mistakes that quietly make it worse, and a full countdown to calm protocol. What to do days before the morning of, and the critical hour right before the noise starts. So, why exactly is your dog this terrified? Let's start with the biology. Before you can help with the fear, it helps to understand exactly what your dog is experiencing. Because it's not just a loud noise than the way it is to you. Start with hearing. A dog's hearing is roughly 4 times more sensitive than yours, and they can pick up frequencies that are completely silent to human ears. When a firework goes off, the volume and sharpness of that frequency is genuinely deafening to your dog in a way it simply isn't to you. Then there's the physical vibration. Dogs feel barometric pressure shifts and ground tremors through nerve-dense paw pads. Every time a mortar explodes overhead or thunder rolls, that vibration travels through the earth and directly into their skeletal system. To your dog, it can feel like the ground itself is shaking apart. And then there's smell. A dog's sense of smell is dramatically more sensitive than humans, and they can pick up the scent of sulfur and gunpowder in the air from a real distance. Combine deafening, unpredictable noise, ground tremors, and the smell of something burning, and your dog's primal brain reads one signal. We are under attack. Their amygdala, the fear center of the brain, floods a body with cortisol and adrenaline. This is a real physiological panic attack, not an overreaction or behavior problem. Picture it in real time. Your dog is lying calmly on the rug. A neighbor sets off a firecracker. Instantly, they leap up, tuck their tail tight, flatten their ears, and try to wedge their whole body under furniture or behind a door. Their body has been completely hijacked by a flight or fight response. In that state, your dog cannot learn, cannot be reasoned with, and cannot simply choose to calm down. The part of their brain that handles logic has been temporarily taken offline by fear. Understanding that this is genuine physiological terror, not defiance or drama, matters for what comes next, because it changes what actually helps. Now that you know what's actually happening in your dog's brain, it's worth looking at a couple of well-meaning habits that can quietly make it worse. Human instinct doesn't always help here, and a couple of common habits are worth rethinking. The tone trap. When a dog starts shaking and panting, the instinct is to drop to the floor and say in a high, worried voice, "Oh, you poor baby, it's okay. Don't be scared." Here's the nuance worth knowing. Dogs don't understand English, but they do read energy and tone closely. If your voice is high-pitched, frantic, and worried, your dog may pick up on that agitation rather than the reassurance you meant. For a long time, the advice that followed from this was don't comfort a scared dog at all, because it reinforces the fear. That advice is now considered outdated. Veterinary behaviors, including sources like Cornell's Veterinary College and the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior, are clear on this. Fear is an emotion, not a trained behavior, and you cannot reward an emotion the way you reward a trick. Comforting your dog does not teach them to be more afraid. If your dog comes to you wanting contact, give it to them. Slow, firm petting, a calm, seated presence, your voice steady rather than frantic. What matters is whether you comfort them. It's how. Calm and grounded works far better than panicked and high-pitched. But withholding comfort entirely isn't the fix. Taking them outside or letting them off-leash. This one holds up. Don't take your dog to a fireworks show to show them it's safe. That's called flooding, and it tends to cause lasting trauma rather than building confidence. And never let your dog off-leash in the yard during fireworks season, even a fence one. When the flight response kicks in, a normally obedient dog will scale a 6-foot fence, dig under a gate, or slip a collar entirely to escape the noise. Leash them for every bathroom break until the noisy period has passed. With those mistakes out of the way, let's get into the actual plan, starting with what to do days before the noise even begins. Beating noise anxiety is mostly about preparation, not damage control in the moment. Here's what to do 3 to 5 days out. The goal here is slow desensitization. Search for firework or thunder sound on YouTube or a Bluetooth speaker and play them at an extremely low volume, barely a background murmur. While that low rumble plays, do your dog's favorite things: a game of tug, high-value treats like plain cooked chicken or a little peanut butter, a few obedience tricks. If your dog ignores the sound and focuses on you, praise them calmly. Each day leading up to the event, raise the volume by a small fraction while continuing the same rewards. One safety note: if your dog shows any distress, pacing, panting, whining, even at the lowest volume, stop and turn it off immediately. That's a sign you're moving faster than your dog can handle, and pushing through it risks making the fear worse rather than better. What you're doing is genuinely rewiring the association, unlinking that sound from terror, and linking it instead to food and calm attention. You're teaching your dog's brain that the rumble means something good is coming, not something dangerous. On the morning of the event itself, the goal shifts to one thing: exhaustion. A tired dog has a much harder time sustaining a full panic response, simply because there's less physical and mental energy in reserve to fuel it. Take the longest, most demanding walk or hike you safely can early in the day before it gets too hot. Let them run, fetch, and, importantly, sniff. 15 minutes of focused sniffing can burn about as much mental energy as an hour of running. Puzzle feeders, scattering kibble around the house for them to search out. Anything that drains their energy reserves helps set up an easier evening. Days of preparation get you most of the way there, but the final hour before the noise starts is where it all comes together. This is the most important part of the whole plan: what to actually do in the hour before the noise starts. Think of it as building a 4-part shield. Step 1, medication timing. If you're using calming supplements or a vet-prescribed anti-anxiety medication, timing matters enormously. Give it 1 to 2 hours before the noise starts, not after your dog is already shaking and hiding. By the time a dog is visibly panicking, their bloodstream is already flooded with adrenaline and cortisol, and medication given at that point is trying to put out a fire that's already raging. Given early, while your dog is still calm, it can actually help block that adrenaline response from building in the first place. A kitchen option: a strong cup of pure chamomile tea. Cool completely and mix into food. Chamomile contains a pigeonin, a compound that binds to some of the same brain receptors as anti-anxiety medications and can promote sleepiness. Never give chamomile to a pregnant dog, since it can cause complications. For dogs with severe level 10 panic, a kitchen remedy alone likely won't be enough. And it's worth knowing that Benadryl isn't the fix some owners reach for either. Benadryl sedates a dog physically, but it doesn't meaningfully calm the underlying fear response. A dog can end up too sedated to move while still fully panicking internally. For real, severe noise phobia, talk to your vet a week or more ahead of time about a targeted noise aversion medication. Cilio dexmedetomidine gel is one option with actual placebo-controlled trial evidence behind it. It's applied to the gums or inner cheek, not swallowed like a pill, since swallowing deactivates it before it can work. Give the dose an hour early, same as everything else in this shield. Step 2, deep pressure. Products like the Thunder shirt use constant, gentle pressure around the torso, and there's real reporting behind this. In one survey, roughly 44% of owners notice a genuine benefit. It's thought to work by engaging the parasympathetic nervous system, similar to how swaddling calms a crying infant. No Thunder shirt on hand? A snug wrap with an ace bandage or stretchy scarf across the chest, crossed over the shoulders, tied gently under the belly, works as a low-cost substitute. Step 3, the safe den. An hour before the noise, close every blind and curtain in the house. Flashes of light trigger a startle reflex just as much as the sound does. Set up the most interior, windowless room you have, often a bathroom or closet, with your dog's bed and something that smells like you, like an unwashed t-shirt. A trick some groomers use: a large, puffy cotton ball placed loosely just inside the outer ear opening. Never small pieces or anything that could slide deep into canal, to dampen the sharpest cracking sounds. Just make sure to remove both the second the noise event is over. For sound masking, skip the TV. Unpredictable pitches in dialogue and sound effects can actually heighten anxiety rather than calm it. Brown noise, a deeper and thicker frequency than white noise, tends to work better at masking low rumbling booms. Some owners have also had good results with calming or classical music specifically, so it's worth experimenting with what settles your own dog fastest. Step 4. The frozen distraction. About 45 minutes before the noise begins, while your dog is settled in their den, wearing their pressure wrap, and hearing the masking sound, give them a heavy-duty chew toy or lick mat filled with plain Greek yogurt, mashed banana, and a little unsalted peanut butter. Check every label carefully. Peanut butter and yogurt should contain 0 xylitol, sometimes listed as birch sugar, which is highly toxic and can be fatal to dogs even in small amounts. Prepare and freeze the solid the day before. A rock-hard frozen treat takes real time and effort to lick clean, and that repetitive licking releases a genuine wave of endorphins and dopamine, which works against the stress hormones flooding their system. By the time the noise starts, your dog is often too absorbed in the treat, and too flooded with feel-good chemicals, to fall straight into panic. You've built the shield. So what do you actually do once the first boom hits? Once the noise has actually started, your job is mostly to just be present. Sit in their safe room, read or scroll quietly. And if your dog comes to you, offer slow, firm strokes down their back rather than high-pitched baby talk. Calm, boring, steady energy is the goal. Some owners also find gentle touch on specific points, like the spot between and slightly above the eyes, or the base of spine where it meets the hips, soothing for their dog, drawing on ideas from traditional Chinese veterinary medicine. It's worth being honest about the evidence here. Controlled research hasn't established that these specific points do anything unique biologically, and a broader survey of anxiety strategies found alternative methods like this generally showed no measurable effect on their own. What's very likely doing the real work in these moments is the slow, calm, focused touch itself and your steady presence next to your dog, which are genuinely calming regardless of which spot your hand happens to be resting on. If it feels soothing for your dog, there's no harm in it. Just don't expect it to substitute for the rest of the plan. One more trick some owners swear by. If your dog is looking to you anxiously during the noise, make eye contact, let out a big, exaggerated yawn, then stretch and blink slowly. Dogs read human body language closely, and a dramatic, unbothered yawn can genuinely read to them as this is boring, we're safe, reinforcing your calm energy rather than mirroring their alarm. Noise anxiety doesn't have to mean a night of pure suffering every time it happens. Exhaust their body earlier in the day and run the 4-part shield: time medication, deep pressure, a genuinely safe den, and a frozen distraction, and you're giving your dog a real, meaningfully better night than they'd have otherwise. Has your dog struggled with fireworks or storm anxiety? What's worked best for you? Drop it in the comments. And if this helped, subscribe for more real, practical guides like this one.